we look at those, at Robert Half, and we do work with, clients who say if they have a job order, they do say that, okay, we posted the ad online into Monster or Career Builder. The next day they had 80 resumes in their inbox. Okay, I've done the same thing. When we get a job order, we also post it to Career Builder and Monster. So if you go out there, it says Robert Half. I too come in on Monday morning with my email inbox convoluted with resumes. So I go through each one, okay, because you may find somebody who truly you're looking for. You want to bring them in for an interview. However, a lot of people say, "Well, I applied and never heard back." Well, yeah, because you're like one of 80. I think it's great to, I think it's great to do that because they may call you in. Clients. Companies do look at Monster and Career Builder, and they do source on their own. They don't always use a Robert Half or an Agilon or any other recruiting firm. They do source on their own. So I would say if you see something out there, apply for it. If you can follow up with them, through an email or through a phone call, I strongly suggest doing that. But if you, I think it's a good idea to use. Sometimes, we hear people, I got hired, I just, got my resume and they brought me in. The HR managers who's working for these organizations, they're doing the same thing we're doing. They're going out there, see who's applied, do they fit, bring them in for an interview. The times that they come to Robert Half is, we've seen 20 and none of them fit. Who do you have? Right? So we've seen 50, who do you have? So we send them our top 6, and we've already screened them. They're ready to go. And so that's, sometimes I work with organizations and they tell me, we just want to feel the pain first before we go with the Robert Half. As soon as we feel the pain, we'll call you. So, but I think it's a good idea to definitely get your resume out there. You may get a call. You may get that call. Look, we saw your resume. We'd like to bring you in.
I would take it to another level, I think. I am when I'm looking for candidates, and we've hired probably 5 or 7 candidates that are recent grads, 2 years experience, kind of a scenario, $45,000 to $60,000 salary range. One really interesting place to get hooked up to is, I'm drawing a blank. I was not going to say LinkedIn, but I would say, gosh.
Well, LinkedIn, yeah, we use LinkedIn a lot.
In terms of I've seen a lot of recruiters actually go to LinkedIn because it's more professional than Facebook. Mm-hmm. And actually go there, find people and say, hey, I hear that you're in this industry, you live down the street from the company, we're looking to recruit, can we talk? And so in addition to getting yourself out there are specialty sites. Like in finance, there's a variety of specialty sites. If you're in the nonprofit world, one of the best ones is Idealist. And so people are posting there, and industries tend to migrate towards some of their specialty sites that have recruiting related postings in addition to the big ones. So, and believe it or not, Craigslist. There's something about a Craigslist that's very local. I know, that's what I'm saying, believe it or not. I gotta tell you, there's something about a Craigslist that's a little different for me. I don't know. And we have done the Craigslist route once. We got inundated. There was one candidate who actually came in for a final interview. But as a company, it costs us $10,000 to use Chris. Okay? $10,000 to $15,000. We got to think of alternatives, and so we're looking out there, right. And then we can't find anybody, then we come to it.
Yeah, right. So I'll say something now because he said Craigslist, and I didn't want to say anything about Craigslist, but the best employees came from Craigslist, a manager that we have in the desert. It was a local community down there. We're trying to find somebody, and we have the same problem. You get inundated with so many resumes when you put it on a monster.com or something like that. We have specific industry sites we can go to. Like for a respiratory therapist, there's this California State Society of Respiratory Care, and they have this online thing where you can post an ad there, and you get a lot of good results for people that are in the area and stuff, right? That's specialty. For our billing people, we work with a little school that sends us over interns. lot of times we'll just hire the intern, or we'll go to the school and say, you have somebody really good, let's send somebody else. So, but when we're looking for somebody outside, we can't afford to, hire a professional agency to bring somebody in. It's an area we don't know. We ran it in a couple places, but we ran it on Craigslist, and this candidate happened to come through Craigslist. I'm not saying that's the place to go to look for a job. I'm just saying that different companies use different sources out there, and there are opportunities with the online services. And I know from friends that have responded to things, it gets discouraging. But every once in a while, somebody hooks up with the right place. So I wouldn't not use it. However, I would definitely use my network and definitely use, other sources to try to find something. Particularly when I was in a corporate position, the headhunters, whatever they refer to as professionals, they would call you up and they would help you out. If you're starting out, that's a whole different ballgame. But it's I wouldn't discourage going to a monster.com or something like that, at least trying something. So, and we did find something on Craigslist, so
All right. Next question is about networking. The values of it. If you know of any professional organizations you can advise the students on.
So I'll give you one. The University of Laverne Alumni Association. The people that you meet at school in your classes are the people that are going to go into your industry. And the people that you meet when you work are the people that are going to stay in that industry, move to other companies, and potentially give you opportunities. And you never know who that person's going to be. So be nice to everyone. Take the high road with everybody. Because you never know. You just never know. And they may help you out down the road. Networking, I think, is one of the things that has opened more doors for me than a lot of other things I can think of. And I'm not talking about, specifically a networking group or something like that. I'm talking about your personal relationship with people that you meet along the way are the things that are going to help you. Because if you and I start out in the same company together on the same day, in 15 years, we're going to be in the same industry, right? If we're accountants, we're going to still be accountants. And I don't know where you're going to go, you don't know where I'm going to go, but if we do have a relationship, a strong relationship, and I'm ever looking for somebody, or I know somebody's looking for somebody, who am I going to call? I'm going to call you and say, hey, there's a great opportunity. Somebody told me about a job over here. It's not for me, but if you're interested, why don't you get a hold of these people? You'd be a great candidate. So your network is very important. As a university, we need to build our alumni network association. If you could come to the university as a resource and be able to access opportunities that people have, Chris has said that he's interviewed people from Laverne. So those are the kind of opportunities we need to continue to grow. So don't leave here and never look back. Come back and let's build this group, because it's an important function for us as a university. But a lot of things that are important, that is important.